as the Boston Celtics come in for this one. Home court advantage goes to the Rockets playing here in Houston. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. Here with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. It'll be the Celtics off the tip. Brown feeling it out a bit. Back to White. To the inside. Shoots. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Glancing at the players on these rosters, Doris, we see some elite guards on both teams.
Absolutely, Kevin. And the nice thing is these guards are both playmakers and scorers, and the teams rely heavily on their productivity.
Now here's Durant. Shoots over Brown. On the clock. And it's Durant missing. And so White will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Stolen by Thompson. 3-on-3. And Smith with the stuff.
And how about the force on that finish by Smith?
Outside Tatum. Jacks up a three. Drops in the tray. Tatum's got 5.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open. I like the touch from Shepherd finishing around the rim.
White looking around. Tatum on the wing. From outside the arc. And again, it's Boston with the 3.
Jason Tatum has built such consistency from beyond the arc. Doesn't matter if there's a contest or not.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
The kick out to Brown. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Durant. And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at another ring?
Pass to Queta. Stolen by Thompson. Smith with it. 7 points in the game. Now here's Durant. Fires the 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
The confidence of Kevin Durant, he gets it and takes the shot. Very simple. Catch and shoot, baby.
Pass to Brown. And it's Hauser in the corner. Buries the long-range jumper.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now, here is Smith. His first miss, now 3 of 4 from the field. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
I caught up with Coach Ime Udoka. I asked about an approach to Jason Tatum. Coach told me that Tatum is just about as good as anyone at countering plans. So he just asked his players to play to their strengths, saying if they need to make switches, that's almost a better option because the more looks we throw him, the less he can consistently play the same way. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks. Down low. And some nice passing there by Houston. This one for 3. And another 3 for Houston.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Houston.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
And no good on the technical, so unable to pick that one up. And a guy who has a quick release and has distance to his shots. Derek White, Doris, converts his chances.
You know what, Kev? There's so many things to love about Derek White. He's arguably the greatest shot-blocking guard in the league. He has a knack for making big shots, and the thing that maybe is most impressive is he gets past grenades at the end of a shot clock and has the temperament to stand in and deliver.
Now Pritchard, following Durant's three-point attempt. Over to the left wing. Shot clock at 6. Back to Pritchard. Over Shepherd. Pritchard gets the bucket.
Oh, phenomenal work right there. There's times, boy, he can be tough to check.
Pass to Şengün. Now Shepherd. Here's KD. There's the triple. Vucevic with the rebound.
Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Over in the corner, White sinks the three-pointer.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White rise and fire from three-point, and it is on target.
Smith right side. To the paint. Trying to find Şengün. He gets it to him. A nice shot by KD.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
Here's Pritchard. Here's Vucevic. A three-pointer off the mark.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Now Shepherd. Pass to Smith. A three ball. And Vucevic pulls it down. To the middle. Off with the layup.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no, that's just as good as blocking it.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Rockets on top, up by 2. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, for the Rockets, what jumps out to you from a numbers standpoint?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
Well, as a shooter, when the ball is sent back in your direction enough times, it can certainly have an impact on your mind.
Durant, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just basically whiffs on that.
You see the level of verticality that Jason Tatum brings to the table. Nice.
Now here's Durant. Jeff Green on the wing. Pass to Thompson. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. And Greg with the absence of Jason Tatum for the time being. Perhaps a hiatus for the Celtics as a title favorite?
Well, not to mention some of the salary cap casualties. It's not the same team that won it all in 24, but in great position once Tatum returns.
Here's Hauser. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Amen Thompson.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Tatum after the miss from and the basket by Hauser.
Well, Jason Tatum has proven he can score at the NBA level, but you want to see him share the basketball. Pretty pass.
Outside, Green. Here's Thompson. Second chance shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Thompson's got it all tied up now for Houston.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Boy, he may not be the biggest center in this league, but big-time athleticism on display.
Pritchard feeling it out a bit. Takes the three. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Pass to Shepard. It's stolen by Brown. Tatum on the wing. Celtics passing it around. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here.
In for Boston, Neemias Queta.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Houston in the lead. And Tatum pulls it down.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he loves it.
It was right there for him. He'd love to have that one back. That was embarrassing.
When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With the Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
And the dunk by Capella.
And how about his athleticism for a big man? Capella is able to make plays above the rim.
Pass to Pritchard. Here's Queta. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take. Oh, rising up from the mid-range, but doesn't exactly look confident about it.
Back to Brown. Pass to Gonzalez. Hands it from downtown. Gonzalez has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks. Jason Tatum talked about his development since coming into the league, and he said earlier, I was playing the game just to play the game instead of thinking it. It's tough when you're younger. You just want everything to happen so fast, but it doesn't work like that. Back to you, Kevin.
He has come a long way. Okay, thank you, Allie. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Celtics.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far, they are hitting at a high clip.
Both teams deciding to change it up. The Celtics with the lead. Here's Shireman. Hasn't made one yet. On to Gonzalez. No good with the triple. And here are the Rockets now. Inside. Here's Şengün. Here's Durant. That's short off the rim. There's 1:59 left to play here in the half. Pritchard. And it's Durant with the rebound. Thompson outside. Pass to Durant. Here's Okogie. 6 on the shot clock. The 3. Şengün. And Şengün is right there.
Not giving up on the play. Şengün locked in.
Here's Shireman. Back to Pritchard. Pass to Shireman. Over Durant. Boston again missing. For the finish. And then Durant with the dunk.
Absolutely no mercy right now from Kevin Durant in transition. Those long strides, that's an easy bucket.
It's stolen by Smith. Here's Thompson. The basket good off the assist from Durant. And it's a 4-point Rocket lead.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
Smith outside. Pass to Okogie. Houston needs to get a shot. There's the triple from Durant.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
And he makes that one.
Boy, that one was not easy. Every once in a while, you just make a tough shot.
Screen by Şengün. Up in time. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Rockets lead by 5. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. For you, thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting, looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defender.
Here's Hauser. In the corner, Finney-Smith with it. The putback. The rebound by the Celtics. Now here's Brown. Over in the corner, White. Pass to Queta. And here is Şengün. Back to Eason. Outside, Green. To the left wing. Launches it. A shot off that time. Celtics trailed by 5. Here's Brown. And he drives in.
Boy, the quickness of Jaylen Brown on the drive. He makes it happen in an instant.
Pass to Finney-Smith. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. For the tie, it's rebounded by Şengün. Houston leading by 3. And Greg, these boys veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent that determines their future. And they've already shown they can make a major impact.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Pass to Okogie. Launches a 3. The rebound by Queta.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
And stolen by Eason. Finney-Smith with it. Nothing on the board. Back to Eason. It's up a 3. Boston grabs the miss. Tatum down low.
Jason Tatum is capable of explosive nights offensively. If you're the defense, you better lock in right now.
Pass to Finney-Smith. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Back to Eason. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Green outside. Sinks the triple. Green's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And Green's become a dependable three-point threat. If you don't get a hand in his face, you can certainly knock those down.
And it's the Rockets with the ball after Jaylen Brown's three-pointer that didn't go. Now Finney-Smith. There's Okogie. Pass to Green. And Tatum pulls it down.
No one in his way. You have got to make the defense pay. That's a quality mid-range look right there.
Off target from three-point range. Houston leading by 4. Here's Okogie. Scoreless thus far. Right wing. And the wide open shot from Green. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Boston. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. To the paint. And stolen by Şengün. Pulls up. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there. And a closer look here at the hustle stance for the Rockets.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton.
Pass to Tatum. The Celtics working the ball around now. To the inside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution on the board.
Rockets leading by 8. 1:53 left in the third. Outside Durant. And Durant gets double teamed. Pass to Şengün. Down low. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Celtics ball. In for Boston. Ball.
Celtics trail by 8.
Pritchard.
Here's Shireman. Still scoreless. Pass to Pritchard. Here's Shireman. Shot to stop the run. It's rebounded by Amen Thompson. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Celtics understand that they'll be tested. Jaylen Brown said growth is a journey with ups and downs. You have to stay with it. You can't complain. Don't let it break your spirit. We've just got to keep building the right habits, keep being versatile, and keep learning from these experiences. Back over to you.
Always looking to get better. Thank you, Allie. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. This is his second trip to the free throw line. And the technical free throw is good. And you look at these Rockets, Greg, pretty fearsome on the defensive end.
I mean, great length and athleticism on the wings and a defensive-minded coach in Ime Udoka. They'll make you work for it, no doubt about it.
Here's Shepherd. Smith outside to the middle. It's stolen by Vucevic. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Pritchard with the ball. Here's Gonzalez. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And here are the Rockets now. They're on a 9-1 run. Here's Thompson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Vucevic.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
The first one falls. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Here. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.